Bam, bam. Getting my walk on this morning because I didn't walk yesterday because I went to Publix. I had a good time with my neighbor, and I'm so appreciative of her. She always thinks to check with us and see if we need to go to the store, and it helps me save money. So I'm thankful for that, y'all. I got a neighbor like that. But yeah, y'all. Grateful. It's a beautiful morning. But when I get back in, I'm gonna do Kylie's hair. Then I'm gonna do my hair. And we're just gonna enjoy the day. I don't know what we're gonna do after we get all cute. But I enjoyed that Publix trip. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I love Publix. I love me some Publix, baby. I love me some Publix. Y'all need to go and check out the deals so that they have a lot of great deals. I'm glad I went and caught their fruit deal, but I will say this, baby, them dragon fruit is high, baby. I paid $6 for one dragon fruit. $6.99. That is crazy. Y'all fighting for all this other stuff. Fight to lower these prices. Cause I don't get it, like, and then that was the little stamps that they do. They give me like $69 in stamps. That's not a lie. And that's what I went in there and I spent the whole $69 on fruit because we started drinking smoothies and Kylie loved fruit. That's one thing I will let her binge eating because she loves her fruit. But y'all, I wanted to point something out and let y'all know that, look, when I get on here speaking on certain things, I'm not speaking to belittle nobody, talk about nobody, or put nobody on Front Street, or none of those things. You have to understand, I'm coming from a place where I never spoke out. I never really, I don't want this to sound like I'm weak or nothing, but I never really put people in their place or stood up for myself when I was supposed to. I always tried to keep the peace and walk on eggshells or keep people comfortable, hold things in, and that is something that God doesn't want me to do anymore. Because that's why I was a people pleaser. So when you coming from being a people pleaser, that's one thing you have to change. You got to put people in their place right then. And that's something I'm teaching my daughter. You know what I'm saying? Be kind, but not nice. And I know y'all probably like, well, what do you mean by be kind, but not nice? That means because when you're nice, that leaves room for people to think that they can walk all over you or do and say what they want to you. No, that's not how it goes. Start putting people in their place right then. because I'm telling you, a lot of my problems would have been solved. A lot of my problems would have been solved. Because what you do is you hold all that stuff in, and it starts to make you resent people. You don't want to be around them, because it's like, why didn't I say this and why didn't I say that? Because I guarantee you, people gonna let you know. They gonna let you know. So yeah. So when I speak on something, baby, or if I'm talking about something, or somebody, or my experience with somebody, please don't get that impression of me. That, hey, she just want to put this person out there. No, sometimes you have to bring things to the light, because people be so comfortable with disrespecting you or disrespecting people, because a lot of times people don't even know. They don't even be knowing that they are like that, because they've never had people in their lives to make them take accountability. I have. For every mistake that I have made, y'all, people have always told me about myself. And that's why I look at it like now. I'm like, well, if I was able to take it back then with people putting me in my place and leaving me alone to deal with myself and work on myself, then other people should be able to. So it's not that I hate people or I don't love my family or anything like that. You have to leave people to their own mess, or else they're not gonna learn. They're not gonna learn. They're not gonna take accountability. They're not gonna respect you or your boundaries. They're gonna keep thinking that you're just some kind of playground, and it's just gonna loop the loop. So there's nothing wrong with it. But I also wanted to talk about. I made a post on Facebook because it's just a lot of complaining about men, a lot of complaining about women, and y'all, we have to start taking accountability on the fact that we create these problems by not leaving. 2, we put people on a pedestal based on what they have, where they are in life, and how they look. Then, when the person do not turn out to be who we want or who they presented themselves as, we get mad and we want to start saying, oh, men are sassy. Oh, women just want our money. But a lot of men lead with their pockets. A lot of women lead with their looks and with their sexual abilities. So that's where these false relationships really come in at, because nobody really is loving each other for who the other person is. They're basically loving that person for how they look and what they have and where they are in life. So I don't understand why people are complaining. I don't understand. Why y'all complaining? Why? But I get it. I also get it though. When you're comfortable with something, you will tolerate. I know, I was there. But that's why I was made uncomfortable. And that's why now I'm being brought out of my comfortability, meaning with this channel. I'm being pulled outside more, back out into the public, going grocery shopping, and things like that. Because where you're comfortable, you think it's safe, or I don't even want to say safe because you don't want to deal with certain things, but it's life. You're going to have to deal with stuff. You don't have to tolerate it though. That's a difference. That's a difference. You don't have to tolerate it. But I encourage anybody, like, and even men, because I say men because I understand. I dealt with a lot of men, and now I know that it really ain't their fault for real, because they got comfortable with a certain type of woman, and then when they meet me, it's like I'm so different, and it's like, dang, it's scary. Because we don't be wanting to change, and I get that. So that's why I lead people to their own mess, and I let them go on. I don't force nobody to be with me. Once I see, okay, it's not going to work for us. Cool. Okay, cool. You go your way, I go mine. You know what I'm saying? There's never no bitter blood. Ever no bitter blood, because I understand that person has to grow on their own. They have to realize things on their own. Y'all be forcing people to be with y'all, holding them hostage. Basically, it's disgusting to me, but whatever. I just never been a fan of it. That's a cute truck. I don't know. I think women that drive trucks and big cars. Look at the bottom of my shoe. I think women that drive big trucks and big cars, are like cool. I don't know. Cause I grew up in the era, where women was driving dunks and just those big model cars. Don't ask me, cause baby, I ain't finna act like I know the making and the model, baby. Nope. That's one thing about me. I ain't finna fake it. If it's something I don't know it. But believe I'm gonna go search it and find. But yes, y'all. And I seen something else. I was like, and it's true, like, they won't support. It's like y'all won't support people that's not, it's like an agenda. Like, if you're not on here spreading mess, gossiping, showing your body, things like that, you don't get that. You really get support. I be seeing people with good content, bro. They have great content, but people like Chaos, this world feeds off of that. Y'all gotta cut the supply. Y'all gotta turn the lights off. Cause don't y'all see it ain't helping us none. It's hurting the community more than anything. But I get it. Y'all scared of change. Y'all don't want change, but it's gonna happen eventually. You can resist all you want. I keep telling y'all, keep resisting. That's cool. You're gonna be left with only those type of people around you. Only those type of people, because they're the only ones that's gonna be able to deal with you. I'm telling you. And it's gonna be with love too. I prayed and I told God, I said, please don't let me be 40 nothing messy, running behind no man. Please, Lord. Please. I just kept saying it when I was in my early 30s, even my 20s. I said I didn't want to be like that. Like, that stuff manifests. That stuff manifests in sickness. Y'all don't understand, but that's why a lot of people be ailing and hurting. Check yourself. A lot of these things could be eliminated with one fix. When I woke up and I decided to change, that's when I saw things to get better for me. No lie. Not woke up and changed. I'm talking about put the work, actual work in. Cut out things, cut out people, cut out habits. That don't mean I'm not perfect, baby. I promise you, if you come with me the wrong way, I have a tongue. But that's why I don't put myself in those type of positions, because I know me. Once you learn yourself, it's easier. You won't put yourself in positions to be provoked and stuff like that. And sometimes you just can't help it. You be minding your business. I'm not into people, peace, and business no more, man. I ain't. And I want y'all to come up out of there too. I want my fam to love themselves. Love themselves enough to know that it don't matter what you did in life. People be trying to condemn you and hold your past against you. Forget that. Forget that. Get up, sis. Get up, bro. Get up. Do something about it. If you choose to. That's a choice. We all got a choice. We can either sit in our mess, we get up, clean it up. Just like a dirty house. I'm one of those that genuinely wants, because I know. I think it's more because I know, man. I know what it feel like to be kicked when you already down, when you already hurt, when you already going through something, and people just come and kicking you repeatedly, and you getting back up, and you getting back up, and you getting back up. Every time I got back up, and I'm gonna keep getting back up, and I want y'all to do the same. Get up. Every time. Life ain't gonna be perfect. I don't know who told y'all that. Maybe because y'all watching these people put on these shows and they content. Y'all gonna see me struggle. I like this. I watched this lady and I love the video she put out. A lot of these content creators put out these false videos about how you should have your content to be perfect, and you need to do all this editing to make people think that, man, I'm not doing none of that. Because that's the problem. Y'all don't get to see enough real. Just like, I think her name is Jamie Lanier. Like, my algorithm has changed. I get more people that's on my level in my algorithm. That's how it works. It's what you watch. And I watch a lot of positive things. So my algorithm is full of people, you know what I'm saying, raising these kids, single moms that's been through things, single moms that's stuff that's relatable. Real content. I'm not doing it. Y'all gonna see me struggle with this weight loss journey. Y'all gonna hear me fussing at my child. Y'all gonna hear me discipline her. I'm not always gonna have gloves on when I do my cooking. Like, cause I'ma run out. It's normal. Like, a lot of this stuff is normal, and y'all trying to make it seem like it's not. Like, life is, y'all living in la la land. You're delusional. Y'all delusional. Shoot, ain't nobody out this world out here perfect. So who are you putting on the show for? Who we putting on the show for? Who? Who is that to impress besides self and my children? And I ain't really trying to impress them, because my children done seen me at my lowest, and they're seeing me as I'm growing to be the mom that I am the mom to my kids that I didn't get. It's not my mama's fault, and it's not my fault. That's what we supposed to be doing, bro. We supposed to be showing up in the opposite. Especially those that came from those type of childhoods. Y'all make fun of people that do not want, like, it's crazy. Y'all make fun of us. And I'm still a work in progress because it gets overwhelming sometimes. Changing those patterns of how you was raised. I do not want to cause trauma to my daughter. It's a lot of things that we say out of our mouth, but we don't realize it until we get older, how it affects the children and their mental and their confidence. Mainly their confidence. We don't understand. I'm telling y'all. And it's not my daddy's fault. You know, he didn't know how to be a father. He didn't know how to, he always showed tough love. He always talked to me rough. You know? And I catch myself sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I'm being transparent. I have to catch myself and be like, honestly, that's not, don't say it like that. And it's not about these kids, y'all talking about these kids too soft. Mine ain't gonna be soft, but I'm not gonna lower their confidence while correcting them or, no, I'm not finna do all that. Y'all know what I'm talking about too. Ain't nobody soft. Just say you don't, I really be thinking that y'all hate y'all children. Cause why do you wanna talk to them like that? Call them out their names and stuff. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And y'all know who I'm talking to, because I know a lot of them watch my channel that I grew up with, and I seen them do this to their kids. Their daughters. Call them bees. Call their sons the B word. Y'all know it rhymes with mustard. And they grow up to be just that. And they think that they're nothing more than that. Like, yes, whoop your kids. I just had to pop collar whoop her the other day. You know what I'm saying? Because I do not like disrespectful children. No, you are not going to yell at me. None of that. Y'all know how daughters is. Just because I gentle parent, that don't mean I don't whoop my child, baby. I know when it's time. And I don't go overboard. Y'all know what overboard is. I dated men who moms used to bust them in the head. And that let me know why they had this resentment towards their moms. Come on now. You should not be that angry with your child that you busting them in the head, making them bleed. I seen my daddy, even though my cousin had stole money or whatever, I seen my daddy whoop my cousin with an extension cord, and he couldn't even lay on his back. Why? Why would you do that? You know you wouldn't want nobody. He know he wouldn't want nobody doing that to me. I see my dad do a lot of things, and it came back on me. One was putting his hand on a woman, and I told him, all right, it's going, you know how you would feel. I'm telling y'all don't want to believe this. The seeds you sow, the things you do, come back on your seeds. You have to sow good seeds. Y'all don't want to believe it, but you sitting over there wondering why your child going through this. It ain't because they ain't listening to you. Sit your tail down and think about what you did, the things you did, the pain you caused and inflicted on others knowingly. But you can't really blame them either, because what? They didn't have nobody. I'm going to be that somebody for me. I'm going to be the mother for myself that I didn't get. I'm going to be the father for myself that I didn't get. But God is that. Most High Spirit, universe is that. Because they love on me in a way. Correct me, punish me. So, y'all do not be feeling sorry for yourself. And that ain't your burden to carry. That your parents did not. That's not your burden to carry. That's something they got to sit with, and they supposed to work on and change. And it is okay to separate yourself from your parents. A lot of people got backlash about that. Well, that's your mama, that's your dad. That do not mean we don't love them. That don't mean we're not going to be there for them. Boundaries. When I learned about boundaries, they shouldn't have never let me woke up. That's all I gotta say. Shouldn't have never let me woke up to things. Cause I ain't playing by me at all and with nobody. If you took stuff for so long and tolerate things for so long, even a dog, what that old saying? Even a dog get tired. All right, y'all. I got to turn my music on, baby. I'm already pouring sweat. Y'all know I missed yesterday. And I ate some cake yesterday and some ribs. But, baby, them ribs was good. I ain't had ribs in a while. But I had to get some and try them out. So, I only ate once yesterday. We missed breakfast. I ain't do dinner. I finished off my wings that I had around 11. I finished them off yesterday around 4. And then I had some more of my cake. Because, yes, we celebrated. And I want to shout out Kendra. And I want to shout out Uncle Wayne for coming through, showing love. Narisa coming through, showing love. Everybody but those main two. Uncle Wayne, because he gave us our first super thanks. He gave us $10. And I just really want to thank him for that. For coming in and showing that kind of support. And Kendra for showing that kind of support and motivating me and telling me, hey, yeah, do your little girl hair. Do hers first. Like, I appreciate that. Coming from a woman that I always used to pay people to do her daughter hair. Or my sister-in-law used to always do it. But I need to learn. You feel me? I'm getting out of my comfort zone. And I need everybody to respect it. Appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing toward nobody. But we gotta stop we get comfortable. And I got too comfortable. Because that, like I said, it opens doors for people to, it open doors when you get too comfortable. So, all right, y'all. I love y'all. Bye. Oh, I ain't turned it off. Bye, y'all.